Hey guys, welcome back to the main man's channel. So today's video is a little something different from what you guys are recently seeing on the channel. We're going back to the action figures unboxings. Yes, I multitask in this YouTube channel. I know a lot of people say, well, that's a big no-no. Well, I don't really care what people say because this is my channel and I do whatever I want on my channel. But anyways, guys, here is a couple recent pickups that I picked up recently. Of course, they're not the whole wave, but is a few figures I've been able to find in stores, especially since Christmas just happened. Hope you guys had a wonderful, amazing Christmas and a happy New Year. So yeah, but anyways, here's one that recently came in. Amazon basically damaged the whole box, but it is Rowdy Piper. Love Rowdy Piper, man. He was definitely one of my favorites. He's a little bit older wrestler, like an 80s wrestler, a little bit past my time. You know, I'm a 90s baby, but he was still around during the 90s as well as early 2000s, and he's infamous for being a guy who took no BS from anyone. So there's that. He has a lot of infamous appearances as well. So there was that. Then here is a couple more that I picked up as part of the AOA X-Men wave, or Colossus wave, I should say. And here is Cyclops. So I've been hoarding onto these figures for a while, because I don't know why. But I've been holding on to them for a while, so we are definitely going to reveal them in this video as well. So there is that as well. And then here's ones picked up from Target in a recent run. I wasn't going to record in there. Well, I wasn't recording, but I picked these up, and there is the new Gotham Knights Nightwing. So I tried to ask for the rest of the wave. They gave me the run around like they always do, but I had to pick this one up, and we're definitely gonna have to compare him to the other Nightwing, because we all know the infamous body on the Nightwing. That is kind of horrible from the original one, so we'll compare that as well. So that is that. And then probably one of my favorite ones that I recently picked up, and that is the Joker, the criminal from the Three Jokers comic. Surprisingly, McFarlane got into this comic line, and I thought it was really interesting. Pretty funny. I had a conversation with a dude when I was picking up this figure, and he said that he wasn't gonna pick these up because something wrong with the eyes. He's like, he was like, if something about the eyes, I forgot exactly what he said, but we're gonna have to take a closer look at it to see exactly what he was talking about. I still picked it up because I thought it was really interesting. I mean, come on, it's literally Jokers in this wave. There is the Killing Joke one, and then I forgot what was the other Joker. I read the first comic, part one, and I didn't read the other ones. I don't know why, even though I felt like part one started off pretty good. But I just never really picked up the other ones. So we are basically going to I'm not going to reveal the Piper, but we are going to reveal the Marvel Legends and the DC figure. So let's get straight into it. Okay, guys, so when you take him out of the box, this is what he looks like. And overall, he looks pretty dope. I do gotta say a few things right off the bat that I want to mention, and that is the two closed fists. So obviously, you know, Cyclops, you really want like a closed hand, so you can actually put it up to make it look like he's doing the laser blast out of his eye as well. So I kind of would have preferred if they had, now normally I like to use at least one closed fist and then an open hand, is what I like to call them. But for this figure in particular, there's not really much down when it comes to it. A lot of the paint application is pretty bad on the arm as well. There's some like blue paint dots or whatever. The golden armor doesn't look like armor, in my opinion. Just kind of looks like it just slapped on there, like a whole bunch of random plastic pieces. But that's the only like bad things I have with it, with this figure in particular as well. Oh, and then here's this. Here's that knee. That looks absolutely horrible. And then that thigh swivel is pretty bad on here. Um, or the upper thigh, I should say. Um, yeah, not the best when it comes down to it. Um, yeah, kind of a little bit disappointing when it comes down to the Cyclops figure. But the overall design of him, he just looks badass as well. So we're just gonna have to get him in like a fighting pose or whatever. I'm not sure if it was because I didn't really read AOA like that growing up. I just love their overall design of the figures, or their overall design. So basically that's all I can really say when it comes down to it. But yeah, that is basically it when it comes down to the Cyclops. Um, and then here is this Colossus leg. So we're definitely gonna have to build it up because I like the overall design of him. So we're definitely have to get the other ones. Not a huge fan of the Marvel Legends price increase as well. So there's that. But anyways, that is pretty much it when it comes down to Cyclops. Okay, guys. So next up is the Magneto from AOA, and when it comes down to this, I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I still love the original design of Magneto, but honestly, this one ain't too bad as well. I think overall he looks so badass. I love the long hair. I'm a little bit biased when it comes down to long hair characters as well. So there's that. But overall, I guess maroonish color, with the purple, just flowing off of each other, man. It just looks so good as well. And then the overall face, man, just looks so badass when it comes down to it. Is this articulated? Sort of. So there's that as well. And then it comes with these two perfect hands. Would absolutely love this. He also comes with these two little effects, so you could put around the hands as well to have him. Could they go fit on any hand, or do I have to get the closed hands? Yeah, they kind of fit on any hand. Let's see. Uh, yeah, they do. You could have him flowing, doing his little effects. Looks so good, man. I like this figure. I think this figure made me wanna get this whole line. This and the colossal one, really, to me, really nailed it as well. As well as the saber tooth. Actually, the whole line looks pretty good as well. I don't really know who Legion is though, but everyone else looks so badass as well. I'm definitely gonna have to get that Rogue and that Sabretooth as well. But I really want to build this Colossus because he looks so badass as well. And then he also comes with an alternate head as well with the helmet, which is, even though I'm kind of torn because I like this head sculpt that they have. But this with the helmet, I mean, I'm a sucker when it comes down to Magneto and the helmet. Um, and then look at the eyes on here. Okay, this nailed it for me. Just because it has the long hair as well. The long hair is kind of hidden now because of um, the cape. But you could just tell. And then the eyes just pretty much nailed it for me. It just looks so badass, man. I absolutely love this figure already. Just so sick. Just standing right next to him, Magneto's gonna stand out more, in my opinion. So you can't go wrong with either head sculpt, but that pretty much does it for these Marvel Legends in particular. And now let's go on to DC, baby. Okay, guys, so here is the Nightwing. So, as you can tell, I'm kind of a sucker for Nightwing. I absolutely love Nightwing. But as you guys can tell, there's huge differences from each and every one that has been coming out. This was the first Nightwing. This was the second one that came out with, and then there's an affected Nightwing, which I forgot which wave that was in. And then here is the new one from the Gotham Knights video game. So to explain a little, you might be thinking about, okay, what's this video game? Well, the game hasn't came out yet. So there's that. But I had to pick them up because it's the new video game. So I'm intrigued to find out what this Nightwing is and how he plays compared to the Nightwings that we know from the past that we know and love. But anyways, as you can tell, it's gonna be hard to get him in poses that we um I don't know, familiar poses that we already know since we already have like 3 of these figures already. But anyways, as you guys can tell, the huge major differences is obviously color, right? But first, let's just reveal the figure right away. So a few things I noticed as soon as I took him out of the box is thigh swivel. So there is little to, I mean, there's none. There's none at all. There's none thigh swivel at all. You can't even turn it. As well, the articulation is pretty good on everywhere else. I was messing around with it, except for like the torso area. There is barely any at all. Yeah, it could do a whole 360 if he wants, but up and down, no way at all. It's not the Crow Robins. Let's just put it like that. It's well. As far as putting the accessories on, I didn't really have trouble with them from normally what I have in the past when it comes down to McFarlane figures. And then one thing I noticed right away is this huge jawline, and I don't know just because that's how they made his character look, but honestly, it looks too big. I kind of prefer the original Nightwing look, kind of like this one. I feel like they absolutely nailed this Nightwing when it comes down to it. But that's just me. That's the Nightwing I prefer anyway. So there is that as well. But it's pretty much the same when it comes down to Nightwing. The same body and everything. Not really. It's just the colors. That's all I can say about it right now. And something I just noticed right away. Why is this thigh looks more inside than the other one? Look at this. Is it just me? Or look at that. Look at this leg and then look at this leg. Why is this one looks like it's more inside than out than the other one? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm imagining things. Let's see from the side. Huh. I don't know. It kind of looks weird to me. So there's that. But anyways, here is the back as well. Of course, he has his 2 holsters. He could put those nightsticks in as well. And then here is the back of the head. Here is the side of the head as well. So there is that. But that really is about it when it comes down to Nightwing in particular. When it comes down to what's different amongst these Nightwings. And then if you guys want like a side-by-side look, I mean, what do you prefer? I mean, I really prefer the red and black version over this newer Nightwing. But hey, that's me. That's just me, you know. So there is that. Overall, it's a cool figure, man. I mean, you know, if you just want a Nightwing to represent the video game that you're possibly going to play, and we don't know if it's good or not, hey, just go ahead and pick this up. Oh, man. I'm still kind of sick, guys. So, you know, I'm trying my best not to laugh because every time I laugh, it hurts. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it when it comes down to Nightwing. So let's go ahead and check out the last and final figure, the Joker, the criminal. Okay, guys, so when you take the Joker out of his package, this is what he looks like. And one thing I found really weird that they had, I mean, I kind of like this pose that they had him in. I think it looks so sick like that as well. But then here comes the hand. Here comes the hand. So yeah, that preferred. I'd rather keep that back there. Oh man, but you're gonna have to use this hand for the cane. Oh my god, no way. Here comes the struggle trying to get this goddamn figure to get in this hand, even though it's one of those closed or like, I don't know what you call that type of hand. And like, I don't know. I don't know what to call this. Gripping claw hand? I don't know what you call that. But anyways, I'm going to try to get him as much as best possible to get him to hold this particular figure. And this is why I'm saying, this is why I love Marvel Legends. Because Marvel Legends, they would make an extra hand just for this particular figure. And when it comes down to McFarlane, you're gonna have to learn to adjust. Either it's boiling hot water or to get him to open the hand up, or you're gonna have to use all tips and tricks to get him to open the hand when it could just be so easy. All he has to do is just make an extra hand accessory. Like, Jesus Christ. So here I am gonna have to struggle to open this goddamn hand. But anyways, you're gonna see a quick edit. It's gonna be nothing to you, but it's gonna be a while for me. Okay. Oh my god. So I eventually was able to open up the hand, but once again, when it comes down to McFarlane figures, the hand accessories that he makes just doesn't really grip the accessories too well. There's still a lot of space, you guys can kind of tell from right there. And just the way he's gripping it just looks kind of weird. So I highly suggest either like hiding it as much as possible or like putting it in certain directions. I was trying to get it to stand up perfectly, but because how the figure is designed, you can't really like have it like stand up as well without bending the figure. So there is that as well. It just doesn't look right if you're just bending his knees to get him to stand up with the nightstick or with the cane, I should say. And then his hand, the way his hands is made, it doesn't have it to where he's like he's using it to stand. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to like push the leg forward just a little bit, or to get it to where the nightstick is actually on the ground, which is not really the best. Or I keep calling it nightsticks. I mean cane, for some reason. But anyways, guys, so that's basically how he looks like him holding the cane. So there's that. I'm just not a huge fan when it comes down to McFarlane figures. Their accessories, as I say. As far as the head and the eyes and the whole design, what that guy was talking about, I can kind of see what he's talking about on the right eye. So there's that. Um, yeah, it does kind of look weird. But if he's following the storyline, you guys know, I mean, the three Jokers, it's not what you really think that it is. So it kind of makes sense. It doesn't really kind of look like the Joker, but he is Joker. Don't get me wrong. He is Joker. It's just not what you think. So there is that. But overall, it does look pretty good, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't scream Joker right away when you look at it. From far, it does. But up close, it's like, oof. Yeah, I could kind of get what he was talking about there. But overall, I'm not gonna have him super up close. He's gonna stay back from far, and it is the Joker. So from like right now, you could tell it's the Joker. Nightwing's getting ready to attack him, because it is the Joker. Now, if Nightwing wins, it's yet to be discovered. But anyways, overall, this whole design, it does looks pretty good. I love the purple colors that they use on here as well. Overall, design wise, articulation, it looks like it was about to go whole double knee up to his head until it actually bends, and then it goes all to his lower back. But it is overall pretty good as well. And then here is the other hand as well. If you guys want to take a good look at that. Love the fact that he's using gloves. So there's that. But that's pretty much all I can say about it. When it comes down to it, articulation is bad on the waist as well. Can he do a whole? Yeah, he can turn. But he can't really bend up and down as much as you would want. The head, can he do a whole 360? Yes, he can. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes down to this three Jokers line. How did I have this? There it is. I'm gonna be able to hide that as well. I don't know how I'm gonna pose them, to be honest with you. I'm probably gonna keep them just like this, or put it more towards the ground or whatever. But I want to keep him like a mob boss type character when it comes down to the Joker. Because I'll just use the other ones as the Joker. So there is two other ones as well. There is the Killing Joke one, And I forgot what was the other Joker. But there is that as well. But overall, these do look pretty dope, man. Overall, pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it when it comes down to this unboxing. So let's go ahead and end the video. Pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy this, please consider liking and subscribing. Helps the channel out tremendously. Keeps me motivated. Keep doing action figures unboxing just like this one. Yes, we are continuing doing more action figures unboxing. I know I took a little hiatus into Pokemon. But we are going to continue doing action figures unboxing. I mean, that's just how it is. You know, on this channel, we like to fluctuate between things. So there's that as well. I apologize of the recent uploads. You know, like I said, I got real sick during Christmas, throwing up, all that. So I'm feeling a little better that I was able to do a video. So there's that. But there are some videos that you may want to check out as well. Like my recent top 10 figure of the year list video that came out. You know, some people have some issues with it, which is definitely fine. And then there's people who liked it, some people who agree. Got a lot of inboxes and messages about certain figures that people would want to pick up, recommendations, a lot of that. So if you guys want to hit me up, you can find me on my Instagram. If you don't have my Instagram, it's down in the description down below, as well as other ways to follow or contact me if need to. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. You guys stay tuned, because you never know what happens on this channel. A lot of craziness happens on this channel. Anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. Stay tuned for the next unboxing, and see you guys later.